Hey guys, Roland Joachim here from Platinum People Group. As November is Women in Finance Month with the advisor, we thought we would also get behind sharing our views on women in mortgage broking, women in finance, and share our 2 cents. Now, this is a topic I'm really passionate about, and I find that there's a number of different thoughts and feelings across the industry. And again, not to categorize everyone, but I tend to find that there's three key things that we hear and see when it comes to women in finance. You've got people like us who are very passionate about equal opportunities, who are really driving and proactive in communicating their views to encourage positive change and equality across our industry. You've then got the individuals and people that just don't get it and don't think there's an issue, or what about men in finance? So those ones, and again, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone's got a right to have their own views and opinion. And then there's the ones in between who just, they're going about their day to day. They're busy. They don't have time to go and proactively try and impact change. So there's no right or wrong, but I guess this video is really targeted for those in the middle who probably know that our industry could really benefit from having a bit more equality and having a stronger balance of women in the broking sector. Right now, I don't remember the exact stat, but I think it's about 30-ish% of finance brokers are female, so it is quite low. I'm just going to highlight personally why I think we should encourage and support more women to get into the mortgage broking industry. One, I know personally from my experience working with three other lovely ladies that women in my team tend to be far more organised and structured than I am personally. Now, again, I have noticed this across my career. Again, I certainly wouldn't want to say that every woman is more organised than every man, but certainly there could certainly be a trend there where that is the case. So that's one thing. Another thing is I certainly find that empathy is something that can come more naturally to many women than it may to all men, as an example. Now, again, if you're in a customer service-driven industry and a service-driven position, having empathy and being able to keep your customers calm, keep them feeling like they're being looked after and that they're being heard is a really, really big piece when it comes to everything that we do in this industry, which is very people driven. So that empathy is a really, really big one. And I think that it's not that we don't have it as men. I just know that it can come more naturally to women. And I think the other key piece here is that you look across leadership positions, CEO roles, and this is, again, there's stats all over LinkedIn about this sort of stuff, guys, but there's far, far, far more men in leadership roles and CEO roles than there are females and women. And look, it's not that men have done anything wrong. I think it's just as a society, it's just been the way that it is. But this needs to change. And I think that women have a lot to offer. And unfortunately, women have to put a hold on their career if they want to start a family and have kids. As men, we most of the time are in a very fortunate position where we will have a couple of weeks off and then be back in the office. There are some men that might take the 2 or 3 months paternity leave if they've got an employer that will give them that flexibility to do so. But for the majority of society, women obviously have to go through giving birth and they tend to have at least 6 to 9 months, some cases a year or more, to obviously look after a young baby, and their careers have been on hold. So I think it's already hard enough for a lot of women to get into those levels of positions because of the fact that they're already a year or two off, or longer if they've got multiple children that they've had, and they're already at a disadvantage, and there's nothing that they can do about that, because that's just physically how who we are as male and females programmed. So I think, guys, again, I know I'm going on and on about this, but women do have it a bit tougher than we do, and I think as men and women, we have a responsibility to just bring this to the surface. I'm not saying there's anything specifically that we need to do other than just being aware of this, and I think just the fact that women do have it tougher to get into those senior leadership roles, and do have it tougher to build and grow a successful career than men, I think is a very fair comment. Again, I appreciate there are really mixed views about this sort of stuff. And if you disagree, I'm certainly not challenging your views. This is just my view and my belief, and beliefs of this topic. So again, guys, get behind women in finance. I think we really need to drive more women to get into mortgage broking. We need to be able to support women in the workplace to be able to step away, start a family, and come back and not feel like they're starting from scratch or missing on significant opportunities, because they do have so much to offer. In some cases, a lot of things to offer that us men don't have. So if you've got any questions for me, or if you've got any thoughts or feelings on the topic, I'd welcome for you to share them. And again, I certainly am not challenging anyone's beliefs. This is just something I'm very passionate about, and something that I think needs to be said and spoken about. So take care, guys. Have a great day.